Ireland head into this Six Nations under more pressure than we've seen in years. Once the undisputed world number one, they've now slipped to fourth in the world rankings, sitting behind England. And the fixture list does them no favours. France away, Italy at home, then England away. A brutal start that will test depth, leadership, and belief. So the big question remains. Are Ireland still the favourites and the powerhouse we're used to, or are they a team under real pressure? Starting with squad depth, Ireland head into the Six Nations with a few concerns. There are injuries to key players, and some regular starters aren't quite hitting the form we're used to seeing. But even with those setbacks, this is still a squad packed with experience, structure, and test match quality. The real question is this. Do Ireland still have the depth to compete with teams like France and England? Let's take a closer look. With Andrew Porter, Paddy McCarthy, and Jack Boyle ruled out through injury, Ireland are suddenly very thin on the loose head side. That likely leaves Jeremy Loughman wearing the number 1 jersey for most of the Six Nations, and while he's experienced at club level, Ireland's depth there is clearly being tested. Against physical packs like England and France, this is an area where Ireland could come under real pressure. At hooker, Ireland are in a far stronger position. Dan Sheehan is almost certain to start, and many consider him the best hooker in the Northern Hemisphere, offering power, pace, and accuracy at the set piece. On the tight head side, Tard Furlong remains the first choice option and should start most matches, bringing experience and big game reliability. So the key question remains. Is this front row strong enough to compete with France's power up front? In the second row, Ireland are likely to start with Joe McCarthy at number 4. Alongside him, it could be James Ryan or Tard Burn at 5, depending on fitness and balance. There's also a strong chance we see Burn shift to blindside flanker, especially with Ryan Baird sidelined through injury. That move would give Ireland an extra line-out option, something that could be crucial. Against France in particular, the line-out battle becomes a major factor, a set piece where the French are consistently dangerous. Ireland may need height, mobility, and experience in the engine room to compete. The big question in the loose forwards is who starts at number 6. Will Ireland go with Tard Burn on the blind side, or turn to someone like Cian Prendergast? My gut feeling is Burn, but it's a call we'll have to wait and see. At open side, Josh van der Flier should start at 7. He's still working his way back to his best form, but his work rate, breakdown threat, and consistency remain vital to this team. And at number 8, Caelan Doris is almost a certainty. This is one of Ireland's strongest areas, and if Doris finds his momentum again, it could make the contest against France very interesting. At scrum half, Gibson-Park is almost certain to be Ireland's first choice going into this Six Nations. He's still playing high-quality rugby for Leinster, and the matchup against Antoine Dupont this Thursday will be one of the defining battles of the tournament. At fly half, we're likely to see Jack Crowley continue in the number 10 jersey. If Crowley can get quick, clean ball from Gibson-Park, he has the ability to put Ireland's backline into space against France. But it all comes down to the pack. If Ireland's forwards can win and maintain possession, the halfbacks can control the game, and that will be a key factor not just against France, but against England as well. The centre pairing is an area where Ireland can really dominate. Stuart McCloskey looks set to make his mark in this year's Six Nations and is arguably Ireland's most informed centre right now. His physicality and gainline success give Ireland real momentum in midfield. The big question is who partners him at outside centre. Will Andy Farrell go with the proven option in Gary Ringrose, or give an opportunity to someone who genuinely deserves a start, Tom Farrell? Farrell has been outstanding for Munster, and this Six Nations could be his moment to step up on the international stage. If selected, he could add a different attacking edge to Ireland's midfield. In the back three, Ireland look dangerous, even with a few absences. James Lowe will likely start on the left wing, with Tommy O'Brien on the right. With Mac Hansen still out, the fullback position will probably go to Hugo Keenan. It's a shame Hansen can't play. He was brilliant in last year's November internationals, but Keenan is solid under the high ball and offers a strong counter-attacking threat. Even with these changes, Ireland's back three are fast, skillful, and clinical. Give them space, and they will punish you. Ireland's bench looks strong and flexible, giving them options depending on how Andy Farrell wants to manage the game. They'll most likely go for a 6-2 split. At hooker, Kelleher provides reliable cover, while Michael Milne and Beelham fill the prop positions. In the second row, Idogbo offers line-out strength and engine room support. And in the loose forwards, Conan and Kian Prendergast provide energy and versatility. At scrum half, Casey is the key cover, and the 23rd jersey will likely go to either Sam Prendergast or Kieran Frawley. If Ireland opt for a 5-3 split, we could see rotation in the back three, with Stockdale or Balakown taking the 23rd spot. Overall, this bench gives Ireland strong cover across every position, which could prove vital in the intensity of the Six Nations. Despite injuries and some form concerns, Ireland remain a strong Six Nations contender. Their biggest strength is experience. The squad has been through World Cups, autumn internationals, and previous Six Nations campaigns. The forwards, led by Furlong, Doris, and Van der Fleer, can still dominate scrums and breakdowns. In the backs, McCloskey, Ringrose, and Lowe combine physicality, skill, and pace, while Gibson-Park and Crowley control tempo and exploit space. Add tactical intelligence, and Ireland have the tools to challenge even the toughest teams this year. Even the strongest teams have areas to worry about, and Ireland are no exception. Injuries to key forwards like Andrew Porter and Paddy McCarthy leave the loose head position thin, which could be exposed against physical packs like France and England. Some players are not at peak form, particularly the props and some backline players, which may affect consistency under pressure. The line-out could also be a concern if selections are forced by injuries, especially against teams who excel in set-piece contests. Finally, Ireland's game can sometimes struggle when space is limited. If opponents dominate possession and territory, the backs have less room to operate, which could blunt their attacking threat. Every Six Nations has game changers, and Ireland have a few players who could make all the difference. These are the athletes who can turn a match in a moment, whether through a brilliant break, a key turnover, or controlling the game from start to finish. Let's take a closer look at the players who could define Ireland's campaign this year. Our first player is Dan Sheehan. He's in the form of his life and sets the standard up front for Ireland. Accurate in the line-outs and dangerous close to the try-line, Sheehan has the ability to influence games at every breakdown. If he continues this form, he could easily be the hooker of the tournament. Next up is Tard Byrne. Like Sheehan, he's in excellent form for Munster right now. While he usually plays lock, Byrne is just as effective on the blindside flank, and we could see him start at number 6 a few times throughout the tournament. His versatility and physicality, and work at the breakdown make him a key player to watch for Ireland. Next up is Josh Van der Fleer. He's slowly getting back to his best form, and this Six Nations could be the tournament where he truly hits peak level again. Keep an eye on him when Ireland face England. Going up against players like Sam Underhill or Ben Earl, Van der Fleer could be the difference at the breakdown. A matchup not to be missed. Next is Caelan Doris, widely regarded as one of the best number 8s in the Northern Hemisphere. This tournament is his chance to prove it once again. Hard to stop near the try-line, Doris will need to be at his best if Ireland are to compete with powerhouses like France and England. Next up is Gibson-Park. As we mentioned earlier, his matchup against Antoine Dupont this Thursday will be one of the most intriguing battles of the tournament. Both players are highly respected in their own right, but the big question is, will Gibson-Park come out on top, or will Dupont gain the upper hand? We'll have to wait and see. Another big player for Ireland is James Lowe, a winger who's developed into one of the most exciting threats in world rugby. He's known for his explosive runs, aerial ability, and intelligent involvement around the field, contributing not just tries but important carries and line breaks. Lowe's physicality and knack for finding space make him dangerous in attack, and has been a key figure in Ireland's recent campaigns, including their Six Nations and Lions involvement. If Ireland are going to unlock big moments wide, Lowe could be the one to do it. Another key player to watch in Ireland's backline is Stuart McCloskey. A powerful inside centre with a strong ball-carrying game and excellent offloading skills, he consistently keeps defenders honest and creates opportunities for those around him. McCloskey's size, experience, and ability to break the gain line make him a real threat in midfield, especially if Ireland need moments of creativity against solid defences. If he's on form, he could be one of Ireland's most disruptive backs in this Six Nations. Ireland have a tough road ahead in this year's Six Nations, which makes it hard to say they'll come out on top. They start away against France, a team that's notoriously strong at home. Next up is Italy at home, which they should be able to handle, followed by another big test against England, who are the favourites for the tournament. Their final 2 matches are against Wales and Scotland, both at home. If Ireland can sneak a win over France this Thursday, it would give them a huge confidence boost going into the England clash. But my honest take, I see them finishing around 3rd place this year. So that's our look at Ireland for this year's Six Nations. With tough fixtures and some key questions in the squad, we see them finishing around 3rd place, but they still have the experience and skill to pull off big moments. Stay tuned, because next we'll be turning our attention to France, the team that kicks things off this Thursday against Ireland. You won't want to miss it.